Hello, my beautiful tribe. Welcome back to First Impressions with Angie. And this is my very first live on this channel. I'm a little nervous, but yeah, I'm just going to be myself like I do in my videos. That's so silly. I go live on my art channel, but I'm really nervous. But I'm just going live today in a celebration for reaching 1,000 subscribers. I can't thank you guys enough. Um, it really means the world to me, and all of your comments are just so kind and helpful, and uh, just showing me your passion and, you know, the history of the artists that I'm reacting to. Um, it really is extremely valuable information for me, and it makes the journey a lot easier than just kind of bumbling around in the dark. So, thank you all for suggesting songs for me to react to and telling me the stories about the history of the artists. It's just incredible. I feel like I get to know the artists a little better because of you all, and that's really cool. Thank you. We have Sparkle in the house, and I just want to say a big thank you to Sparkle because just the other day I got a beautiful delivery. And a lot of you that follow First Impressions with Angie don't know that I'm also an artist, and I have been for several years, and I do fluid art on a different channel. It's called Creative Vibrations by Angie, and I do fluid art, abstract art. Um, I am starting something called vibrational art where I use my electric guitar and my amp, and protect the amp, and I lay the canvas on the amp and turn it way up. And I play notes, and it actually makes the paint vibrate on the canvas and creates an actual design, which is really wild. So, I've done 3, vibrational paintings, I believe, um, and then had some things going on in my life, so that kind of took a bit of a 1 or 2 week hiatus, so I will be going back to that. But my all this time, I've never been able to, like, afford to get business cards or whatever. So anytime I've ever taken my painting somewhere, I write on a piece of paper with a Sharpie and really, you know, neat handwriting. And it's like it doesn't matter how neat the handwriting is. It's not professional looking. It's just not. And God love her. Well, I was asked to take I took 57 of my paintings to a physical therapist's office that's new in town. And so he's like, you gonna let me know the prices on these so I can sell them for you, or what? What are we doing? And I had my paper and my Sharpies there. I said, yeah, I'll have to bring those by. So anyway, long story short, my dear, 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 dear friend, my soul sister from another mister, surprised me, and she created the design and everything, and she ordered me um, business cards. I'm gonna get all verklempt and start crying. My makeup's gonna run, but they are absolutely beautiful. Sparkle actually created this design. It's they're gorgeous. And I love this. Around each corner is a social media link and then my name in the center. I mean, just fantastic. I mean, they're just incredible. Come with a handy dandy card holder, which is very professional looking. You just kind of, well, let me get you a card, right? It was beautiful, just so beautiful. And it comes with two holders that you can put in different areas, and it also came with a notebook and a pen that's got my name on it. I was like, oh my goodness gracious. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Sparkle. I wouldn't be where I'm at right now if it weren't for you and Tom and helping me through life's bumps in the road. So thank you, doll. I love you. Thank you so much. I can't wait to take them down to the physical therapy place and be like, look, I got cards. I don't need a Sharpie. Jeremy V is in the house. That is my dear friend JV's Hangouts. Thank you. Thanks. I know. I'm pleasantly surprised. Um, and a lot of people who know me through the community um, know me for my art. So then when I come up with I'm going to be doing reactions, they were like, huh? I've got a lot of facets and I'm old. So I've had a lot of time on this earth and I've done a lot of things. Some crazy, some not, some that have worked out for me. So yeah, I've from the time I was very young, I've been exposed to music all my life. We would go to, and it's mostly on my father's side. My father was a musician, and he was also in a barbershop quartet, and they were called they were called the Uncalled For, which I think is a brilliant name. It's so funny, but yeah, they were really good. And unfortunately, his life was cut short at 44, which is a damn shame because he was very talented. But we would go over to my grandparents, his parents' house, and usually every Sunday for dinner. And after dinner, we'd go into the living room and everybody would get out their instruments. And I mean, we're talking guitar, banjo, mandolin, jaw harp, harmonica, spoons. What else? There's got to be something else. Well, anyway, so and everybody would play. Now I was too young to play an instrument, so I just would sing along. I mean, I was little. I don't even remember how far back. And they would sing, all the popular, usually country songs, and I would harmonize by ear, which I learned at a very young age. So, and I've always said, and I've another facet of my life, I was also an actress and I did a lot of musical theater, a lot of singing, a lot of dancing, a lot of physical comedy, that kind of thing. So that was really fun. And then I branched into music directing for some of our shows, which was overwhelming. But just to let everybody know, the extent of my musical background. I mean, I didn't go to school for it. I'm not a teacher by any means. I'm not a vocal coach or anything like that. But music has been a huge part of my life every day. Um, and there was even a time in my life where I actually gave up on music, um, which was really hard. It was about 10 years. I mean, I wouldn't even turn the radio on in the car. I was without music for like 10 years. And that was just due to some trauma and depression and stuff like that. So, um, I remember I remember when I was talking to a professional and they were like, for somebody that's been involved in music, all your life, you don't listen to music now? And I say, no, no, I don't, because it makes you feel too much, or it makes me feel too much because I'm an empath. I'm very sensitive, and it would bring too much feeling. And I remember them saying, "Oh, okay, well, that's the first thing we need to work on. We need to get you back into music." So, um, yeah, I'm so grateful that I did, because my life was just, it had no color, it had no rhythm, it had no sound, really, for a decade. Um, So, but I'm back into the music biz. I was also a disc jockey for a while, till there was an unfortunate word I said in prime time. But that's okay. It was fun, and it was when I was in college, and it was the overnight shift, but I got my first primetime shift and I messed up and said a bad word, and anyway, but yeah, so I mean there's just all different ways that I have been involved in music. And I sing. I love to sing. I love to sing. But I'll be the first one to tell you, I don't think I have a pretty voice. I think I think I'm a good backup singer. I'm a good harmonizer, because I mean, by ear, I can do it with no problem. But, like, to sing, like, I mean, it has to be in my range. My range is very low or very high. I do sing well, and it sounds pretty. In between there, anytime you go in between there and you hit that break, mm-mm, mm-mm, no. No. So, I mean, I'm kind of limited to what I sing, just because I know what I sound good singing and what I don't. Um, but again, when I started this, and honestly, I still have to make an introduction video to this channel. Um, I kind of did things backwards a little bit, but that's me, if you get to know me. So, um, I said in the beginning, I think my first or second videos, I just wanted everybody to know, I'm not an expert. I'm not a teacher. I'm not a vocal coach, but I have been immersed in music since I was very, very young, and learned to harmonize by ear when I was barely walking. And um, so I feel I'm just giving, in my reactions, I'm giving my opinion, and everyone has just been all the comments have been fantastic. I mean, just so kind and welcoming, and so many. You guys are so interactive, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. Really. Because this is all new to me. And I just want to say a huge shout out to my dear friend and mentor, Daniel from Arius in the Nation, who's in the chat right now. Hi, Daniel. Maryland representing, brother. Woo! Okay. Um, but truly, and I've joked with Daniel about this, and he may not appreciate me saying this on live, but I'm going to anyway. Daniel, you are my YouTube fairy god brother. What? I don't know. Fairy godbrother sounds best, I think. He called me. Just opened up this new world for me that I didn't know even existed, and I can't thank you enough, really, Daniel, because this is now YouTube has become a job for me. Um, this year has been a tough one, a lot of changes, a lot of changes, and I'm on my own now and just my income, so I had to add something to being a starving artist, or else I was gonna be starving for a while. So, it just thank you, Daniel. Thank you. And you brought me closer to my roots, my music, and I don't know what else to say. You're my fairy godbrother, man. You know what I'm saying? And you didn't have to do that. And, what have I enjoyed most about what I found so um, the 2 artists that I started out with, sorry. Stupid. God. Sorry about that. It's it's connected me, it's connected my love of music and my love of art and the synchronicity, um, and I think that's what has been the hugest benefit for me. It's not just listening, to songs, and it's immersing yourself in the experience in, for instance, like Nightwish. Um, Nightwish is a genre that I had never really delved into, symphonic metal. Um, and I love it because I've always loved when an artist will remake their song, and they will do it with an orchestra. Oh, that just brings so much, to it. So much building blocks into this beautiful mansion, if that makes sense, you know? It's different from when you just turn on the radio and you hear, you know, pop or whatever. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I dig me some pop because I like to dance. But with all the different instruments and all the different things going on, for me, watching Nightwish for the first time was, I just saw that, JV. Um, it really did. I was like, "What is this?" Because it was like it was like a symphony, but yet it was a friggin', rockin' song, and I was like, "I've never heard this before." So, they have fife, they have keyboards, of course, um, all these different types of instruments that they use, and each musician is just brilliant. And then their lead singer, Floor Jansen, is like, she's a powerhouse, and whether she's falsetto or she's belting it, the notes come out crystal clear. and they touch me in my heart when she sings. And so everything all together. And I do a lot of all the reactions I've done to Nightwish have been, I think I've done maybe one video, but most of them have been live performances. Whoa. What a show. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would be so grateful to be able to see them live in concert, because it would just be an experience. Like, you wouldn't just, you would use all your senses, or most of your senses, whereas, most of the time when you're just listening to music and you're just hearing it. But with Nightwish, it's like you hear it, you see the pyrotechnics and the stage presence. You hear each individual musician as well as the singer, but it's all balanced in this beautiful, I don't know. I love it. Um and I love Nightwish. And they've had many, not many, but some different lead singers before Floor, and I have to go back, and listen to all of them. I did listen to Tarja, who was previous to Floor, and just beautiful. Operatic. I mean, it's operatic metal to me. I mean, that's what it feels like. It's really awesome. I'm going to go into the chat here because I know that yeah. So that's an answer to a really long answer to your question, Daniel. I've really enjoyed getting to know Nightwish, and then which branched off to Floor Janssen's uh solo career, which I've been listening to and reacting to. Um, and then, of course, the child prodigy that I also react to, Angelina Jordan. I don't, I mean, you, I don't even know what to say about Angelina Jordan. I mean, she is just, she's a siren. Even when she was like 7 years old and singing these these beautiful songs from her gut, from her soul. This young little girl, such an like an old siren back in the day, Billie Holiday, Ella Fitzgerald, Etta James, you know, Amy Winehouse, even, more modern. I mean, just a very jazzy, and for such a young, I can't even say young lady. I mean, she started when she was like 3. So this young child has this knowledge, and it feels like she's singing from her heart, like she's experienced, you know. She knows what she's singing about. I mean, that was hard to wrap my mind around. It was like, I was like, "Oh, what is this real? What's happening here?" I mean, it's just incredible. And that's someone who's just been given, you know, God's gift, really. But yeah, I love Angelina Jordan. She's fantastic. And then through Nightwish, and then branching off into Floor Jansen, I found Tommy Johansson, who is a guitarist from Sweden. He's in a band called Majestic and Sabaton, and he's the guitarist for Sabaton. Well, he does cover songs. Again, this man's range is just, I don't know. Whew. I mean, 2 songs I've reacted to. I think I cried both times. And I gotta stop that, it's like, "Stop the crying," but I couldn't, he invoked so much emotion, as does Angelina, as does Nightwish. They invoke emotion in me, and that is the epitome and prime example of art. Art is anything that is created that invokes emotion in someone. Doesn't have to be good, can be, sad, whatever. But if it invokes an emotion in you, that is art. And in music nowadays, not I mean, there's some great songs that you can, groove to, but like the classics, like the ones that speak to you, that pull at your heartstrings, that is like your song for a time in your life. You hear it and it takes you back. I mean, that to me is the universal language of music, which is really interesting because I had another reaction channel from a different country, and forgive me, I can't remember the name of the channel, but I subscribed to them. And they wrote, "I cry when Ange cries." It was the Tommy Johansson that I did, and I went to their channel and I watched, and they do great. It's a man and a woman. I'm not sure if they're husband and wife, but you can tell that they have, a strong connection, and they both react to Nightwish and in their language. And I wrote a comment. I subscribed, of course, and I wrote a comment on their video that I watched, and I said, even though I don't speak your language, I can see how much you enjoyed that. I can see the emotion that it drew from you. And that is the universal language of music. You don't need to understand, the actual spoken language, but to see the emotion on their faces, and it's really incredible. So it's been a really awesome ride so far, and I've only been doing it for a month. So, um, yeah, it's been great. Thank you. Thanks, JV. Yeah, I know. I can't believe 1.27. It just keeps going up, and it's like I look at it and I'm like, "Me? No way. I can't." But yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. Um, yeah, Daniel, congrats on 16,000. Yeah, I got the best fairy godbrother in the whole wide world. Thanks, Daniel. Yeah. And I guess that's why I feel kind of silly sometimes, because I'll either laugh or I will cry, or I don't have much of a poker face. So, I mean, I probably wouldn't even have to say anything. You would just see the reaction, and, that would be it. I don't really have to say much because it kind of shows on my face. But much love to you, my friend. Yay. Daniel is a good guy. Thanks for helping the starving artist. Absolutely. Absolutely. Music is art. And I think that's the best thing that has happened for me, is that it has opened opened that genre for me even more, you know. Um yeah. Yeah. I can't either. So got to be fluid paint. It's got to be, whipping around on the canvas. Yeah. Captain Bapton, hey, let me tell you something. I appreciate Captain Bapton because he's always honest with me. He will give me his opinion, 100% honest. And whether I agree or disagree, I appreciate his friendship, and I appreciate him he's introduced me to a lot of music as well. A lot of good music, bands that I'd never heard of, artists. And so yeah, I definitely shout out Captain Bapton. He is really shown me so many different genres of music that I didn't even know existed. And sometimes you get that, when you live your everyday life, 9 to 5, whatever, blinders on, got to focus on, the prize, whatever that may be, paying the bills. um, but he's introduced me to music that takes those blinders off, that makes you see, feel. And so yeah, I do appreciate Captain. He has a very dry sense of humor. So yeah, I'm very lucky. My community of friends here on YouTube, it's small and it's tight, and the friendships are real. And all of you that are here are part of that. And yeah, it's definitely different when you Yes. Oh. Oh, yeah. I mean, honestly, Daniel, I don't really even turn the radio on. That's the truth. Because it all sounds the same. You know? I mean, there are some pop artists out there who are good, who stand out, and I'm like, "Oh, I like this one." You know, but a lot of them are very repetitive, cookie cutter kind of songs, and it's just there's not a whole lot of depth, involved in that. I'm gonna do a reaction to this video, then Nightwish reaction. Do it, brother. Do it. I'm serious. Yeah. Oh, Angelina, old soul. It's almost eerie. When I would watch her at like 7, I think it was the one that really, really unnerved me was when she sang "I Put a Spell on You." This little girl, and she was all dressed up. She looked like a flower girl to me. I mean, just this cute little girl, and man, when she mm, yeah, she you have to hear it. I mean, it was like Amy Winehouse, Etta James, Billie Holiday, all rolled into one. All a little bit of each of their souls all rolled into Angelina. And it's like, whoa, that's it's kind of spooky, to hear you see this little girl and then all of a sudden just belts this. I just can't even I can't explain it. Yeah, oh, Team Tommy. My God. And he plays all the instruments in his videos. So he is a great guitarist, and he should be the guitarist of these bands. But why isn't he singing? Why why isn't this man singing for them? I mean, even part-time, my God, you are missing out on an opportunity. This guy, mm, it's like, is it hot in here or is it just me? Woo! Oh, I know. And he isn't even the front man. Ah, hey, Sean, what's going on? Good to see you. That would be cool, JV. I'd like to see that. BC Herbs, my dear friends. I love you. I'm glad you're here. Good people of planet Earth. There's another one who's helped me in my journey so much. I got the wild idea to get a Fender Squier Telecaster electric guitar and an amp. I had just learned the ukulele and well, I got bored with the ukulele, so I'm like, "Come on, I wanna rock." And he has helped me so much, and I can't thank you enough for that, BC. All your guidance on the guitar and life in general. You're a good friend. Thank you. Uh-oh, the mods are here. Be careful. Jeremy, you're not a mod? Yeah, I think you are. I don't know. I can't keep. No, you're not. Oh, heavens to Murgatroyd. Well, we need to. Sorry. I don't know. YouTube scrubs all my stuff, my subs, my mods. Then I come in and people are like, "Where's my blue wrench?" I gave you one. I don't know. I don't know where it went. All right, so you should be one now. I don't think Daniel's one is BC. Yeah, BC's one. Okay. Yeah. All right. There we go. The nerve. How dare me? Let me get back here. Always watching. Security drive-by. And you have been. You really have been. You've watched over me here on YouTube. And I was naive and well, I still am. And I was just bumbling around, walking into walls and getting myself in trouble and you took me under your wing and you still do to this day and you watch out for me. Thank you. I haven't had that in a long time. So, right? I have come I have come a long way from painting the 15-foot wall that I thought I was going to be doing art on. Oh, that's all right. I left my mark on their stage floor. Oops. But that was because they got me a really cheap extender and it broke. I mean, you got to when you're rolling, you got to really put your muscle into it. So, it wasn't my fault. Captain does rock. JV rocks. You all rock. Captain sells Nightwish merch on his downside. Yeah, yeah. He's a big fan of Nightwish. Whom is this captain character you speak of? Do I know him? He's a positive coach. Oh heavens. Oh, I wish he was here. But actually he commented on all of my community tab announcements about this coming up. He was like, "No, still no." But you just can't help but love him, you know? I mean, he's a classic curmudgeon, but good people and has really good taste in music, even if we don't agree on some artists. I think you're positively lying. Jeremy's out to get me. I love you guys. Oh my god. Where's the trolls at? Oh, they're out there, JV. They're out there. Yeah. Don't you worry about that. I don't have a lot of haters, but the ones that do, they really hate me. So they'll be around. Stay on your toes, man. Oh, I know. I saw Blake's tree. God love him. That's awesome. Yeah, and there's one. And all I have is the lights on it. Well, I mean, I have to because they're pre-lit. They're like attached to the tree. I said I wasn't gonna cry, and now my makeup's running. But I have to make the ornaments still. And oh, I do have an art live tonight at 8. It is Thursday night, so I took the last Thursday night or 2 off. So yeah, it's back to the drawing board. Drawing no pun intended, right? So tonight I think I'm going to show you what I'm doing art wise for my Christmas tree, and that is making ornaments and repurposing in a positive fashion my wedding dress. Instead of selling it or burning it or throwing it out, whatever, I have taken the lace off of it very carefully because it's got beading and sequins and shimmery, and I'm going to use that for the some of the ornaments on them, and then the train, which is kind of long and it's very sparkly, I am going to cut that off and we're going to make a Christmas tree skirt out of it. So I'm really excited about doing that. So that'll be tonight at 8. BC does rock. 2% real people, 98% chat warriors. You got that right, ma'am. Oh man, when I first started, I wore my heart on my sleeve. I mean, I still kind of do, but I'm not as bad as I used to be. I mean, I was Pollyanna, man. Everybody was my friend, and I was just so I learned a lot so far, and I know there's a lot more to learn. So hang out with better people, simple plan, and a grand result. You got that right, my friend. Yep. When I was putting out all those music shorts, I had people tell me I was an idiot for the list I made. Some got rather mad at me. What? What? What is that about? This man right here, go to his channel. Actually, go to all of the people's channel in this chat. If you're watching this now or you're watching this in the future, everybody in this chat are superb human beings, good people, and do great content. Art by Sparkle, fabulous fluid artist, and um, she does functional art. She makes things that you can actually use, and they're beautiful, which is like a step above for me. She's incredible. Jeremy V, best guitar player I've heard, hands down. And he's very humble. You wouldn't even, you know, unless unless you know him and know that he's a musician and a singer, uh, he doesn't talk about it. He doesn't brag about himself, and he should be. He should be tooting his own horn. Let me just tell you. Um, and don't take that the way it sounded because I didn't mean it to sound that way. I'm really behind in the chat. Wow, holy smokes. Yeah, and just do yourself a favor and go and watch him. He is incredible. He's an incredible, incredible guitarist. And the thing about JV is, well, and and BC too. BC plays guitar, and they both make it just look so effortless. Like I'm sitting there, I'm trying so hard to switch my chords and everything and make it sound smooth, but they just make it look effortless. That's where I want to be. That's where I want to get to. And he sings. So yeah, I mean, do yourself a favor. Obviously, Arius in the Nation, great reaction channel. My favorite, next to mine. I'm just kidding. Let me just wow, there's a lot. There's a lot in the chat, and I am way far behind. Just give me a second here. When I was putting in all those music shorts, that people tell me I was and you know what? That is the silliest thing I've ever heard in my life, because it's your opinion. It's not, I'm going to give you the opinion of these people, no, it's your opinion. So anybody that gets upset about your list, it's like, I mean, that's the stuff I can't stand. There's so much darkness out here on the internet and on YouTube, and man, the world's dark enough. Just don't even pay attention to those people. For real. Hello, Mayberry. I see your eyeballs. Good to see you. Yes. Yeah. There are two recent ones that are just incredible. Yeah. So definitely check them out. Me and BC live closer. Oh, man, I am telling you what, that would be a friggin' jam session. Seriously. Oh, man. Well, and me, my electric guitar. I mean, don't leave me out of it, JB. The icing on the cake, right? You guys would be like, okay, turn off Angie's amp. Oh, man, what a jam session, though, that would be. That would be so incredible. Whew. I'm going to show my cards that Sparkle made me again, since there's more people now as eyeballs on here. I've been an artist for several years, but I could never afford to get cards. And my dear soul sister, she made these. She created the background, and this is embossed, and then on the other side it's got all the different ways that you can contact me. And I like that you didn't put the phone number on there too, Sparkle. I don't want everybody calling me and everything. Email is best. And I have one of these handy dandy business card holders. Someone says, "Pardon me, ma'am, do you have a card?" Yes, I do. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm in a really good mood, and things are finally starting to look up. It's almost December, and finally this year is starting to, I see a little glimmer of hope. Little glimmer of light coming through. Thank you, Sparkle. You're a sweetheart. So, anywho, um, I don't know if um, I was gonna do a poll as far as like, is there anything from who I react to that you all would want to see me do as far as like the Nightwish Army, uh, the Angels that follow Angelina Jordan, Team Tommy, uh, but just send me comment on my videos and let me know. I've received several suggestions um, for certain songs and certain tours and concerts to watch that people feel are like their favorites, and that is so awesome because there's so many concerts, especially for Nightwish, to react to, and I would never have known which way to turn or which way to go without the Nightwish Army giving me their suggestions, and that's invaluable, really, especially when you're a newbie. Kirsty, hello, love. How are you? My friend from the rabbit hole. Yeah, God love Tom. He had his knee replaced and he's got the best nurse living right there with him. So I'm so glad that he's doing well. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Oh my God. That was fun. But it was warranted. I feel the same way. I just wasn't as passionate about it as BC. Yeah. Oh, he's doing great. I talked to him earlier when I was talking to Sparkle. Yeah, and he showed me the bandage, and it's like, yep, I had two of them on both legs. So it's like he looks great, sounds great. And I mean, having Sparkle as a nurse, I mean, he's golden. All right. Well, let's see. We're coming up on almost 4 o'clock. So I am probably going to call it at 4. But I just wanted to come on live and just say thank you to everyone who has subscribed. And it happened so fast. It was like 30 days. I went from 60 uh 60 subscribers to where I'm at now, 1.27, which is pretty amazing. But when you're talking about music, which again, another prime example of a universal language between human beings, whether you talk the same language or not, it's um, it invokes emotion in people. It's and people want to talk about it, and people want to say, God, this reminded me of when this takes me back to when, you know and you really get to know each other as people. So anywho, Nurse Sparkle, thank you. Thanks, JV, and congrats to you. And I'm so glad that you are putting your music and your talent out there again. Really, we've missed it. Keep it going. Oh, no. Thank you, Daniel. I I'm still flying by the seat of my pants, I'll just say, So you've been an awesome compass for me through this reaction journey, really. And man, you get down them rabbit holes and it's like, holy moly, I got lost. But thanks to you, you always keep me grounded and you always keep me on track. And I appreciate that. Thank you so much. 0 degrees. It feels like it's like 20 degrees here, but it's actually 54. So I don't know. Maybe I'm coming down with something. I'm freezing. Yeah, Blake TV is next. Let me tell you, Blake TV, he is reinventing himself and he's done his Friday night throwdowns for the past 3 weeks, I believe. And he has made some positive changes in his life. And I couldn't be prouder. Just keep it up. We're all proud of you, Blake. And he is almost to 1,000. So anybody that's watching this now or in the future, go to Blake TV, check him out, and subscribe because he really deserves to be at 1,000. He really does. So let's all try to get him there. There's like Kirsty. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks, Daniel. I hope you feel better. I know you're feeling like crap, and I appreciate that you're here. So thank you. Oh, thanks. I just feel like I just been jibber jabbering, but yeah, it's been nice. I was scared to death. I was nervous. I did not want to do this. I mean, I'd go live on my art channel all the time, but for this, it's like just talking and being myself. I don't know. That was scary. It was scary for me. I mean, I'm myself on the art channel, but it's like it's different. I don't know. So unplug, rewind, and unglue something epic. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. All right. I have gotten to the bottom of the chat. Finally. Yahoo! Um Trying to think if there's anything else to watch. I'll end this and then I'll be like, I didn't say anything about that. Coming up on my reaction channel, tomorrow's December 1st, if you can believe it. But you know what? I'm glad. It's like I want to get out of this year as quick as I can. Whew, unscathed. You know? Um, yeah. You're part of that awesome community. It is. Good people. And BC's right. You know, your experience can be a positive one or a negative one here on YouTube. And that is all about the company that you keep. Yeah. So I appreciate everybody in my tight group of friends. Really. And I know some of you I may not ever meet in my lifetime physically, but our friendship is still as deep as everybody that I see face to face, truly. So, yeah. I'm afraid to say that, JV, because I say that every New Year's Eve. And so far, it has not done me a bit of good. So, I don't know if I'm going to be saying that or not. I'll be saying that. BC is always right. Yeah, that's true. And I am speaking. I'll be saying a lot of that in 2024. I am speaking. And what did we learn here this evening? Yeah. Yeah, that JV hangout person. Yeah, he's all right. He's all right. Now you get JV and Captain Bapton together in a chat. They're like the two Muppets that sit up in the box seats and heckle. Waldorf and Statler. That's my pet names for them. JV and Captain. Waldorf and Statler. Statler? Statler. I don't know. It's the two old guys up in the box seat. You know who I'm talking about. Yeah. They like to come in and heckle me, which is always a lot of fun. I didn't finish my thought. Yeah, so December's coming up, and I don't believe Nightwish has any Christmas songs. I'm pretty sure. But if they did, it'd be freaking rocking, man. The Three Wise Men would be like, okay. So, yeah. But I know Tommy Johansson has a vast collection of Christmas songs, and so does Angelina Jordan, and I believe Floor Jansen has some. So for the month of December, I'm going to try and stick with, the more Christmas holiday season type of music. I'll go back and forth. I won't, bombard everybody with Christmas music because, I know some people that's not their thing. But with this season and this Christmas is very special to me, just because it's my first Christmas on my own, just me and Trudy, my dog. And first time I've had a tree in many, many, many years. And I will be free to spend time with family and friends, and it's special. It's special in a way because it's the first one without my mom, and so I'm really going to try and make this a good one. As you can see, I got my tree, and I was so excited. Yeah, so I kind of want to spread that joy here on my reaction channel, and but give me your honest comments. If you're getting too much Christmas put down your throat, you just let me know in the comments, and I'll go back to regular stuff. All right, I think that's all I had to talk about. Just oh no, let me just one more thing. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Did I break my glasses? This thing is like sticking out or something. I don't know. Sorry. I should do that when I'm off. Tomorrow I am going to be uploading December 1st, my December Angie's Pick. And the artist and song that I have chosen for December's Angie's Pick is my dear, dear friend, Samantha Lee. Samantha Lee's Originals is her channel. She was on a bit of a hiatus, and she recently has released 2 songs on her channel again. And I am just over the moon that she is back with a vengeance. Yeah, Sammy's back. So she had a premiere for her Christmas song this morning, and I did not a live, but I recorded a reaction video of her song and music video that she premiered this morning. And well, you'll just have to watch it tomorrow, and no spoilers. So be sure to check that out. I'll be reacting to Samantha Lee's Christmas song that she just finalized and released this morning. And you never know with me. I may pick somebody else to showcase mid-month. Maybe that JV hangout guy. I don't know. We'll see. All right. So I'm just jibber jabbering now. And my nose is running, so I better get going. Yes, absolutely. Blake TV, everybody. Let's all go to Blake TV and get him up to 1,000. For real. Seriously. We all joke. He jokes about it. But he really does deserve to be at 1,000. And the positive changes that he's making in his life, he really deserves it. So keep it up, Blake. All right. Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy Hanukkah. Whatever you celebrate, I hope it is absolutely joyous and filled with beautiful music and art. So, love and light to you and yours. And always remember to make a very good first impression. It's really important. And until next time, guys, take care.